Hey everybody, The Great Escape here, and welcome to another episode on our Minecraft. Oh my gosh, my dog is trying to lick me. That's wonderful. Anyway, welcome to another episode on our Minecraft Let's Play Life Aquatic World. Thank you so much for joining me. I've been out of town for a few days, and so I'm kind of back here on the world after a little bit of time. If you joined us on our last episode, we built this contraption, which is a functioning iron farm. We did discover... Wait, what are you doing? I have one villager who is outside of the system somehow. Of course it's a nitwit too. Well, I'm not exactly sure what he's doing. I actually also don't really know how to get him back in there. Let me figure this out. I'll be right back. Okay, so I built up a contraption to get him into the space, and now he's gone. I can only assume that he went in here, I guess. Who knows? Villagers, especially nitwits, who knows? But anyway, so in our previous episode, let me get rid of this. In our previous episode, we built up this iron farm, and it was functioning after loads of issues and problems with building it. I did manage to get it functioning, and it was all working, and everything was perfect. So that was all great. Now, we did have an issue with not having quite enough villagers to complete this side over here, but I'm just going to leave that for now because I don't even know if my villager breeding, the breeder will make any more villagers to put into the farm. The mechanics of villagers and breeding and all that stuff is really weird on the Minecraft, the PlayStation version, so who knows what will happen. But let me light this up a little bit so that nothing spawns up here. And there we go. But we've got our completed system, and everything is working fine. It's also attracting all of the drowned. So at some point I might try to make this into some kind of drowned farm as well. In fact, I wonder if I just... Let me think about this for just a second. If I take out the top rung here so that water's pouring in, and then I put some magma blocks down here that trap the drowned, and then kill them, and they can put a minecart underneath it and collect all their drops. I wonder if that would work. I'm not sure. Okay, but anyway, well, let's see. I haven't been on to run it, but I already have 20 iron, which is spectacular. So things are working out pretty well already. So anyway, so this was our last big project, and things turned out pretty well. So let me see if I can... I'm going to grab the materials that I would need to create a modification to this to make it into a drown farm. I think it would also turn into a squid farm because, as you can see, just right there, 9 ink sacs just from this space. But it would also prevent things from spawning here, which I don't want to happen as well. So let me go ahead and grab the materials to kind of make some modifications to this and see what we can come up with. And I wasn't really planning on this being the focus of what we'd start out today, but let's go ahead and get started. So thanks for joining me. If I have never fully expressed how much I hate the nether, let me reiterate that now as I come in here to gather some materials. I have no idea how many magma blocks I'm going to need, but I'm going to just go ahead and grab maybe a stack or so, and then also, you know, any quartz or anything that I run across as I'm up here. Although because I hate the nether so much, I tend to kind of get all of the quartz in the area closest to my portal really quickly, so a lot of it's already gone, but there are some Oh gosh, all that just got destroyed. That's wonderful. There are some little small patches here and there that we will be taking advantage of. Do I have fire protection on anything? Okay, got a little bit of fire protection, that's good. But we're gonna collect a bunch of this. And take care of it all. Try not to lose it all to lava, because lava is such a fun thing to deal with in the nether. It will kill you just really, really quickly. So I'm going to gather all this stuff up, and let's see how much I got already. I already have a stack. Well, let's go with a little stack and a half, maybe, or 2 stacks, and get what we need out of that. There we go. Ah! Okay, I thought that was the death of me, but it was just me stepping on a magma block because I wasn't paying attention. Oh god. But get some quartz out of it. That'll be nice, because I eventually want to build some things out of quartz. But the limiting factor with that is always how hard it is to get quartz. But with the mending pickaxe, you kind of, it repairs itself as you're farming, which is spectacular. I think there's some more. Quartz. Alright, anyway, so let me go ahead and gather all this up, and then we'll get out of the nether because I hate it, and then we'll head off and figure out what to do for this little impromptu drown farm that we're building. Alright, so we've constructed the drown farm, which may or may not work, I have no idea, but the drown will float hopefully down here, and then they will go down below where those signs are, and they'll fall onto the magma, and they will hopefully die. I mean, that's what we want to have happen. It's been running now for a little bit, so we'll see if it's gonna work out for us. And if I pop over here, this is kind of where the collection area is, down beneath there. So we'll see. Like, while I'm building today, we'll let it kind of run and see what kind of things we pick up and what kind of things drop out of the system. But who knows, this may not work at all, and I might have to make some modifications or make some changes. But I actually kind of like the way it looks with the water rushing down the sides, and it also makes it very easy to get out of there. And apparently I have a drowned who's 2 drowned that are stuck down there. My dog is in my face right now. She's really wanting to be a part of today's video. So, so today what we're actually going to be working on is building up some of the base. And while I'm doing that, I've got a couple time lapses that we're going to run through. So we'll build up the base and we'll see where things go. All right, so let's zoom up here to just kind of check on our current oh gosh, check on our current state. So this is as far we've made. We've got 2 sides completed, and we are kind of working on this this 3rd side over here, which is the same as the first one we've done. And I've got a bunch of supplies, and we're gonna see how much I can complete in just today's episode. My goal is hopefully to finish this side, and then I don't know, maybe in a I don't know. I'm searching for words. Maybe in a time lapse or something. Not a time lapse. What are they called? My words have escaped me. In a live stream, I can, finish up the 3rd side and start developing the edges, and maybe get it so in the hopefully soon I can start working on an interior, because I need that storage unit. So here's our time lapse. All right. So as we're looking at our time lapse. So I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit today about a couple things. So first up is the channel itself, and this is approaching, I think, the beginning of month 7. Let's see, I started in the middle of July. Yeah, so we're in the middle of month 7, and in just these 7 months, I did not expect anything at all. I was just wanting to have a lot of fun with making videos, because Minecraft is something I absolutely enjoy. I think it's an amazing game. I think it's a lot of fun to play. It's very relaxing, and I just thought, I'll just make some videos, and mostly for myself to kind of keep track of, what I was doing and how things were kind of going with my new worlds and things like that. Just to see if maybe there was an audience out there that might be interested in watching some PS4 player, make a a Let's Play, mostly, or some, random tutorials of things that I'd want to build. And the response has been far and beyond what I could possibly imagine. And I have to thank every single one of you for tuning in, for watching these Let's Plays, for watching the tutorials, for sharing them, for liking and commenting. It has been definitely one of the coolest experiences in the last 7 months to see, almost 500 people now decide that they want to subscribe to the channel. And I don't know where we're at, almost 100,000 views total. And it's just been very, very both humbling and exciting to see kind of where things are going. And I can't wait to see where in the next, 7 months, how things are going to continue to grow, because it's definitely been a lot of fun. A couple things that I'd love to see in the future on the channel. Definitely would love to get more input from commenters and things to see what type of things they'd like to see built on my Let's Play. So if there's something you're really interested in seeing me try to do, whether it's, take on an inn city or a woodland mansion, which I've done before, but or if it's something you'd want me to build, or a type of farm or design, or if you have a suggestion for another building or things like that that would fit into my system, please comment. I love to hear from everybody down there, and I love dropping comments and being part of the conversation. I try to comment to everybody who posts, although sometimes it can be a little difficult depending on my work schedule and things, but I love to hear from all of you. But if there's anything on the Let's Play world that you'd like to see, or if you have suggestions for builds or styles or things I could do to make it better, please comment. This is kind of the video where I'd love to hear as many suggestions as possible. On the other side, with tutorials and non-Let's Play videos, what type of tutorials or things would you like to see? I've done a few different things. I started a kind of redstone textbook, which I probably should finish. I don't think I made it all the way to the end. But there's probably 4 or 5 videos on my redstone textbook for the basics of redstone as I was learning them and I wanted to teach them to other people. I've got a few things of, different farms and things that you could use in your world, especially if you're playing on the PlayStation 4. They don't always work on non-PlayStation 4 versions. But if there's other types of things you'd like to see, I've done a how to make turning sand into, or concrete powder into concrete, how to make that work. I've done different things. So if there's something that you would love to see me tackle or try out, please let me know. My redstone skills are not spectacular, but I definitely am trying to learn more. So if there's something redstone related, I'd love to start playing around with that a little bit more and designing new farms and things. But let's use this video as a way to kind of get the community going and get some suggestions and things down there, so I can do that. With my work schedule, obviously I can post maybe 1 or 2 videos a week right now. My goal is definitely to try to always get at least 1 video out a week, maybe 2, and my dog's now licking me again and jingling around. But during I'll have a week in spring where my goal is to try to get maybe a video out, maybe 4 videos out that week. And then this summer, I definitely want to live stream at least once a week, and also do a few videos just to build up what I'm doing. But in order to kind of make these videos, I definitely want to make sure I'm filling them with ideas that you guys will find interesting. I know I've done a couple videos now of building up this base, and so this will probably be the last one of me building the exterior of the base. So you won't see me building this again on video until I'm doing the interior, or maybe some of the design work on the outside or things. But I just want to hear all of your suggestions, and so I can start building what you'd like to see, or making videos that you guys would really enjoy, and getting that kind of community involvement there. My next major goal as a content creator is also to start working more on design. I think I'm a fairly decent builder, but I'm definitely not the greatest. Kind of like with redstone. Like I know enough about redstone to build certain things, but I definitely want to get better at it. So if you have design suggestions, or you want to send me images or pictures of things, please do so, because I definitely want to hear more. As far as the last little bit that we wanted to talk about in the video, starting, oh gosh, what is today? Is today the 20th? I think in 2 days. A game I mentioned in the last video comes out. It's called Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, I think, which is a Dark Souls inspired game. I'll definitely be picking that game up on the day it comes out and be playing it through. I beat Kingdom Hearts 3. I really thoroughly enjoyed it, but that was the last game that I was playing that wasn't Minecraft. So Sekiro will be coming out soon, and I'll be playing some of that. So if you are excited about that game, or you like the Dark Souls series, drop a comment down in the bottom and tell me which one's your favorite, or what you love about the games, or why you don't like them. But let's go ahead and finish the time lapse here. Alright, so we built up this much. I've got a little bit more materials, I think, that I could finalize, but not very many. But I did finish up one whole side. I got... the blue is completely wrapped around on the bottom, and I really like the way that that's looking. I've got some... I'm testing out putting in some sea lanterns, and I might add some sea lanterns in other parts of the build, mostly where the blue is, because I think that'll look really nice. But let me dive down here and see what other supplies I have. Oh, gosh. Let me see. All right, so after some building, let's see if I managed to accomplish what I wanted to accomplish today, and bam. So there's the side. I did run out of the gray concrete powder, so I'm going to have to make some more of that. I'm going to have to go... gravel seems to be the limiting factor here, so I'm going to have to go on a gravel run and fill up a couple shulker boxes of gravel. But I'll be able to finish up that side. I've got the blue going around, and that's looking really great. I really, really dig in the way that this build looks, and I think it's going to be phenomenal when it's done. I've got the edges in and the interior, and all the farms are in place. But this has definitely been a long time in the making. Why is my mob farm not producing anything? That's weird. Normally we'd be producing it. But that's kind of a successful way to go about the day. So I think that's all the resources I have for today. But let's pop over here and check on the iron farm. I just want to see. I've been building. I've reduced, I think, maybe 3 hours of footage or 4 hours of footage down by the end of this. Maybe 3.5 hours. Or maybe 3. I keep limiting it. But let's see how the iron farm's doing today, and also maybe check on this drown thing that I've created. So let's pop down here, and 7 rotten flesh and 2. I mean, nothing spectacular. Oh wow, 3.5 stacks of iron. So just in 3 hours, or 3.5 hours, or whatever, 3.5 stacks of it's about a stack an hour. That's not too bad. So that's pretty exciting that we've got a working iron farm. The base is coming along. It's finally starting to take final shape. I've got one more side to completely build up, and then some final touches on the other sides, those iron trapdoors, which is why the iron farm's there, as well as a few other things. But then we'll be able to design up the interior and make everything look beautiful and wonderful and nice. And so I'm just kind of at that point now where things are starting to come together, and final touches will start being made in the next week on this structure. But yeah, as you can see, I've got 48 gravel left. I've got plenty of sand, but I'll definitely need a lot of that for glass as well. So I'm probably gonna get together a couple shulker boxes of sand, a couple shulker boxes of nope, no gravel in here. A couple shulker boxes of sand, a couple shulker boxes of gravel, and knock out this final project, because I still have, aside from one side complete to build up, I still have one. I have still all the corners to build up, but they won't take quite as much. But that's all I've got time for today. Thank you for joining me. This has been The Great Escape. If you really like this video, drop a like. If you want to see some more like it, please subscribe. But I will see you next time.